Service dogs are different than therapy dogs. Therapy dogs are the two dogs that are in my office right now. We'll start with therapy dogs. Many people over time have seen how effective dogs can be when visiting a hospital for those that are dealing with terminal chronic illnesses. And I think that's where it all began. People started to see that the entrance of animals coming to visit people that are in nursing homes or in hospitals, and or I go with my dog Hava to the Lorraine County Board of Mental Retardation, and she visits the developmentally disabled kids. And by play therapy, it's very helpful for them because they learn how to communicate. And one girl hadn't walked, and she was able to walk my dog slowly with her quad cart because she was excited about the dog, and she was, able to walk more steps than she might normally be able to. So I think many people are seeing not just the healing power of dogs as our pets and as visiting all these different facilities. And I think over time, people became more and more aware of how animals can be incredibly motivating, healing, as well as intuitive. They can be very intuitive. Animals pick up on us, and they have senses, and they have incredible senses of smell. So if we have blood pressure drops, and or if we have panic attacks, or if we're anxious, they can pick up on that. For service dogs, in 1990, the American Disability Act was enacted. And when that was enacted, the whole landscape of what was available then for people with disabilities changed. And this then included those with mental illnesses. Service dogs are specifically trained for people that have a disability. They have to qualify as severely limited in their ability to function based on their mental illness to qualify for a psychiatric service dog. What's so unique about psychiatric service dogs is that every dog that I've trained has been taught different tasks, specifically based on that individual's specific disability and their needs, and what tasks are going to mitigate the effects and symptoms of their disability. So there can be a psychiatric service dog for someone who's bipolar, and that dog is trained to go get medication for that individual when that person is entering into a manic episode. We also have dogs that are trained to wake people up from nightmares based on their history. So the individualization is critical, and the uniqueness of working with psychiatric service dogs is quite different than the dogs that are trained for mobility and or for guide dogs. And it also, the other piece of this is you're working with someone who's mentally ill. People with mental illness frequently have a hard time communicating, have a very difficult time because they dissociate and they don't even remember where they parked their cars, let alone remember that they're holding a leash